want you to take a brief look at this photo here. Um, 87 years old. She looks so cute. And her life was ended by an evil, demonic Dusty. He broke into her house and he murdered her. 87 years old. So, fair use, let's look at this clip, and I just want you to see what the Dusty, for some people who still cape for them, oh, we got to do something to help the little Dusty. Yeah, sure, right. Check this out, fair use.
Or why anyone would do this to who they describe as someone who was just so caring throughout the neighborhood. She was a member of the community watch. She helped out with so many people in their community. So we interviewed neighbors who knew her. We interviewed neighbors who know the suspect. We also interviewed the suspect's mother a few days ago, who at the time did not know that police were looking into him. 87-year-old Anita Thompson was murdered, found inside her Oak Cliff home off Fortune Lane Tuesday, according to police. Now their suspect is someone people in the neighborhood have known for years.
To be honest, I'm still in disbelief.
Danielle Jefferson is Thompson's granddaughter. She recalls their lighthearted phone conversations.
Granny, what you doing? Granny, what you over there doing? Oh, I'm just sitting over here in the chair looking ugly. I'm like, Granny, you're not ugly. Well, I'm just sitting over here looking ugly. So I could, remember her saying those words.
Thompson always showed love to her 15-year-old great-granddaughter, recently saving money for her Sweet 16 birthday celebration.
She said, I got a jar, and every time I have some change, I'm putting it in there. I'm putting it in there for Pootie.
Loved ones assumed she'd one day die of natural causes. They never imagined murder.
It was just inconceivable. I just could not believe.
People in the neighborhood are struggling with the reality that police have identified Andre Stefan Buggs as their suspect. The 58-year-old grew up in the neighborhood. Neighbors say his mother lives next door to where Thompson lived. The two were close friends. In fact, what was she like as a person?
Oh, absolutely wonderful.
Fox 4 interviewed her Wednesday before her son was named the suspect.
She's a God-fearing woman, and I know that she have a lot of family support.
We are going to mend together.
Ola Allen says she's known the suspect since he was a kid. She saw him 3 weeks ago.
I asked him, how was he doing? And he said he was doing well. And he said, good to see you, Miss Allen. That's Andre, good to see you. And how are things going? He said, things are going well.
They don't know a motive. If Buggs is charged and proven guilty, neighbors say they won't blame his family.
Everyone will take this as a learning experience to come together, to try to look out for one another as we have been doing for so long.
The same goes for Thompson's granddaughter, who thinks the world of the suspect's mother.
A wonderful friend to my grandmother.
Still, she's heartbroken, knowing her grandmother wanted to live just long enough to love on her great-granddaughter a bit more.
She just wanted God to keep her alive just to see my daughter graduate.
Again, Buggs turned himself in earlier today. He is charged with murder. Dallas police putting that information out just about 15 minutes ago.
And look who it is. Look who it is. So there is an update to the story. And let me go ahead and show you the update, because basically what he did, he attacked the woman savagely, and he has been arrested. He actually attached her. Okay, didn't want that. Sorry. He actually attacked her with a brick. That's what he did. He attacked her with a brick. So here is the update.
87-year-old woman inside her home last week. Andre Buggs is charged with killing Anita Thompson. Police documents say several hours after the murder, he admitted to a neighbor that he broke into a home. And surveillance video from the time of the murder appears to show him carrying that large block the murder weapon. Fox 4's David Centenary is live with our update tonight. David.
Well, Steve, Buggs has an extensive criminal history, including theft, burglary. He's pled guilty to those, including sexual assault with a child. Now we're digging through more public records that tell us exactly how police were led to him as a murder suspect. Andre Buggs is in jail, charged with murdering his mother's neighbor and close friend, 87-year-old Anita Thompson.
You know, she didn't deserve to go the way she did.
Now, new details surrounding the killing and how Dallas police were led to Buggs.
Everybody in the family is just asking, like, why her?
Dallas police believe Buggs killed Thompson with a strike to the head using some sort of concrete block.
Why couldn't she just go peacefully?
Police obtained surveillance footage from a neighbor. It showed a man matching Buggs' description entering the 87-year-old's home, holding the piece of concrete, and leaving without it 3 minutes later. A neighbor who gave Buggs a ride several hours later told investigators Buggs appeared to be high on drugs and made a statement that he broke into a house.
I know if he was in his right mind, that he probably wouldn't have done that to my grandmother.
Thompson's family forgives him, but they still can't believe what happened.
And I talked to her that morning, too.
Her great-granddaughter says she was her best friend. They recently recorded a dance video.
I said, Granny, you got that body, yada, yada. She said, yes, Pootie.
She recalls their last conversation.
Then I was like, Granny. And she was like, ah. And I was like, I love you, girl. She was like, girl, I love you, too. And she was like, yeah, my phone. And I was like, okay.
Wow. So look who it is. 87-year-old woman. I'm sure I would be surprised he hadn't stolen anything. What's the motive? These idiots don't even think. What did you get? Did you get $10 million? What's the motive? Took a brick, hit her in the head, savagely murdered an 87-year-old woman. And what did he get? He said he broke into a house. What did he get? And here's my thing for the neighbor that gave him a ride. After he told you that, I'm assuming you know his character. Why would you even associate with someone like that? I hate to say it, in this community, quite often things like that, you would think with most people, me, I'm going to distance off. Oh, you did what? Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even deal with such trash. You need a ride, honey, call 911. I'm not taking you anywhere. It amazes me how you can be a degenerate, especially if it is a man, a black man in the community. In this community, you're still accepted. No one's going to ostracize you. You are still accepted. Why the hell is that? Can someone tell me? They didn't even know she was murdered at the time, but to think you gave him a ride and he said, oh, I just broke into a house. And you're still dealing with this person? I wouldn't even speak to it because you're degenerate. I wouldn't even speak to the person. But it's interesting how that in our community, we want to keep a whole lot of secrets and pretend like everything is okay. And we coddle and cover for some of the worst people we have to offer, the group has to offer. We want to go ahead. Oh, come on, so-and-so. Oh, it's going to be okay. He only did a robbery. Well, it's not going to be okay because this time he did a murder. That's the part that blows my mind. This is the first time he's done a crime like this here. 87-year-old woman. Alive and well, got a family, own place, and look what happens. Why did he do it? Are you just demonic and sick? What did you get from him? I cannot comprehend. I hope they give him life because he took a life. I wonder if maybe she had an alarm system. For any elderly people, make sure you have an alarm system. I don't care unless it's your direct family. Somebody at the door knocking. Oh, next door, don't even answer. Don't even answer. He said he broke in. I wish he would have had an alarm system to go off or also maybe a weapon. So now the great-granddaughter The woman didn't even get to see her at have her sweet 16 birthday party because this trash took it away. And I hate to say it, for the black people that are listening, you know darn well he can be out in 10 years and some fool in the family be having a party. Oh, he coming out, y'all. It's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard of in my life. And why would you need to break into a house? She's 87 years old. She has seen some difficult days that we have not. She's lived through a whole lot in this country. Imagine the 50s, Jim Crow, and all that. But somehow she was able to make out a living, have a decent home, raise children. They seem to be doing well. What the hell was he doing? What was he doing? He's 58, she's 87. He's had more opportunity in this country than she'll ever have. And she was able to survive. So what the hell is his excuse? And we're not trying to hear, oh, because I'm black. Maybe, oh, because you're whack. He probably blew his opportunity. He's stupid, lazy. Obviously didn't have a car, the neighbor took him for a ride. Just a degenerate. And I wonder if he's staying with his mother. So for the elderly people, have an alarm system. If you're not too frightened, I wish you would have a weapon. Alarm system, life alert, or something. But it's senseless. And what did he gain besides a jumpsuit, a prison jumpsuit? Look at the hurt, look at the pain that he's caused. But it's people like this here in our community, we like to coddle them. Oh, we got to forgive. We got to forgive. Yeah, until they step into your door and murder you. It blows my mind. I'm not saying not to forgive, but it blows my mind how misbehavior is just allowed to survive. We want to pretend like everything is okay. All these things happen. It is unbelievable. So once again, beware, in this case here, just a dusty black man. And for the one that gave him a ride, he said he broke into a house. What kind of person are you? Anyway, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, ladies and gentlemen. Another sad story, but here's the deal. I'm reporting it. Imagine living it. Every day in the community, somebody's dead. Some kind of crime. I'm reporting it. Imagine the ones who have to live it. I'm out. Thanks for watching.